Hi friends, Dr. Lewis here. I am feeling a little weird. How about you? This is a weird situation that we're in. And, I find myself during these weird situations wanting to find comfort and safety. And I'm sure you are too. And so one of the things that helps me feel most comfortable and most safe, something that's absolutely part of my comfort zone, is teaching you. And so that is exactly what I'm going to do. Friends, every day I'm going to have a different lesson similar to this one. Maybe it's not me teaching, maybe it's a Khan Academy, but this way I can feel connected to you while we're apart, which is going to help me get through this challenging time that honestly feels kind of like we're living in a movie. So let's do some stuff that gets back to normal, shall we? Okay, so today on the Google Classroom, I posted an assignment, and this assignment is titled 4.OA.A2 Multiplication and Division with comparisons, word problems. Woo! What a mouthful. So this is the name of the assignment, and you can find this in Google Classroom. Okay. You can probably hear the train in the background. Just go ahead and forgive me if you hear any city noises. Remember, I live kind of close to the city. So for this assignment, our learning target, which again you can find in the Google Classroom, is I can use multiplication and division to solve word problems. The other part of that learning target is I can use drawings and equations with symbols to solve the problems that I write. So this is kind of a hefty target, so we're going to break it down a little bit. Now, this is review. This is something that we have done before. This is not new for you guys. So let's just go over some of the important keywords, okay? Obviously, we're going to multiply, we're going to divide, and that's going to happen in word problems. So we know to expect some word problems that use either multiplication or division, okay? We also know that we're going to have to use some drawings and equations with symbols. I'm going to put a box around that one because when we're solving these problems with symbols, the symbols are going to represent what's unknown. So let me just give you a quick little gimme problem, okay? So this is what I mean by symbols, all right? So let's take an easy one. 2 times P equals 4. Now, this symbol, also known as a variable, this symbol is also known as a variable. It represents the unknown in this problem, okay? If I were to write this exact same problem another way, I would use the fact family. I would say, okay, what do I know about 2 and 4? I could say 4 divided by 2 also equals P, because that P, that variable, that symbol, is the unknown. We don't know what it is yet. Of course, you probably know what it is in your head because you know this one in a snap. but this is just an example. Okay, so because this is our unknown, 2 times p equals 4, or 4 divided by 2 equals p, we know in our brains that p equals, you guessed it, 2. So when we're solving these problems, we're going to be using those symbols in our equations to represent what is unknown. Okay? So in the Google Classroom, you have access to an Illuminate item. Now remember, Illuminate is our online platform where we solve problems similar to the ones you see on CMAS. It's called 4.OA.A.2 Illuminate items. There's a PDF, which means there's a file that you can access the paper, which looks like this. Or you could try it online and I will get that information back and it'll kind of look like those assessments that we've taken, and I can actually give you feedback on those if you want to. Of course, you're at home doing this. This is perfectly acceptable. If you want to just look at the PDF and then do it on paper, that is a-okay too. If you want to print this out and do it on this paper, that is okay, whatever works for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the questions on the paper, and then I'm going to be doing the work on my graph paper, okay? So, remember our learning target, get that one embedded in your brain. We're using multiplication and division to solve word problems, and we're using drawings and equations with symbols to solve the problems that we write. Okay, so that's what we're going to be working on. All right, so let's take this first one. In fact, I'll just leave that right there. Okay, so here's the first question. And this, again, remember, is on your PDF or on the Illuminate. All right, so Cora and Kristen are doing math problems for homework. Kristen has 9 math problems, and Cora has 27 math problems. How many times more math problems does Cora have than Kristen? So of course, if you were doing this online, you would be able to enter in your answer in the box, but on paper it says web only. That doesn't matter because it's online. So we are going to break down this problem and we're going to solve this problem together, okay? So let's start by picking out the really important information. Okay, I'm going to use my highlighter again. So Cora and Kristen are doing math problems for homework. This is how many Kristen has. Kristen has 9 math problems. Okay, so that's really important. We know that Cora has 27 math problems. Another piece of important information. And then how many times more math problems does Cora have than Kristen? So obviously, Cora has more math problems than Kristen because she has 27 and Kristen has 9. But we're not asking how many more math problems. We're asking how many times more math problems. So this word right here is so important. Okay, so this tells us that we need to figure out how many more times more math problems Cora has than Kristen. So again, we're going to come back to our target. We're going to use a symbol to solve the problem that I write. Okay. So here's what we know. We know that Cora has 27 problems. We know that Kristen, she has 9 math problems. And we're trying to figure out how many times more math problems Cora has than Kristen. So there's a few ways that we could set this up. We could set this up as 27 divided by 9 equals, I'm going to say M for math problems. Or using what we know about this, we could say, how many times more math problems does Cora have than Kristen? Well, we could say 9 times math problems equals 27. That's Cora's math problems. So, using what you know about math, what is 27 divided by 9? Or what is 9 times blank? What is 9 times blank equal 27? What does M equal in that case? Nice job. is 9 groups of 3 or 3 groups of 9 math problems would equal 27 math problems all together. So that first problem, the answer would be 3. Okay? Seems pretty simple, right? That's because this is review. This is stuff that you've done before. Now we're just taking those skills and we're putting them into these math problems right here. Notice I could use either multiplication or division. It does not matter. That goes back to our learning target where it says I can use multiplication and division. We're going to use both today.